Hi everyone and welcome back to the S&P Saga, your weekly recap of the S&P 500 index. This is the last episode of the year 2024 and it seems the index will beat last year's performance. We'll reveal the winners and losers that drove 52% of the index performance, and as usual, don't forget to subscribe to understand how individual stocks impact the S&P 500. Let's jump right into this week's review. The S&P 500 closed the week at 5,970.84 cents, up 0.7% from last week and adding 415 billion of market cap. The P/E ratio, based on current price and latest earnings, stands at 30.49, up 0.20 points since last week. Let's go to your gainers. Broadcom is up 102 billion or 9.9%, following an analyst upgrade at UBS. NVDA up 58.5 billion or 1.8% on no specific news. Meta is up 36.8 billion or 2.5% on no specific news as well. Tesla up 34 billion or 2.5% as investors await Q4 delivery numbers next week. Apple is up 17.5 billion or 0.5% on no specific news. Lilly is up 15.2 billion or 2.1% following last week's FDA approval of Zepbound's use for sleep apnea. Alphabet is up 13.6 billion or 0.6% on no specific news. JP Morgan up 10.1 billion or 1.5% on no specific news as well. AMD is up 9.8 billion or 5.1% following an analyst upgrade at Rosenblatt. United Health is up 9.1 billion or 2% on no specific news. Note that the company extended the deadline of its acquisition of Amedisys. Moving on to your losers. Microsoft down 44.9 billion or 1.4% on no specific news. Note that there are reports of growing strains in their partnership with OpenAI. Amazon is down 11.9 billion or 0.5% on no specific news. Accenture is down 6.8 billion or 2.7% on no specific news as well. Costco down 6.4 billion or 1.5%, potentially following a recall of its eggs products. Salesforce is down 4.8 billion or 1.5% on no specific news. Philip Morris down 4.3 billion or 2.2% on no specific news as well. Walmart is down 4.3 billion or 0.6% on no specific news. Palantir down 3.3 billion or 1.8% on no special news. Altria is down 2.5 billion or 2.7% on no specific news. Finally, GE Vernova down 2.4 billion or 2.5% on no specific news as well. This week, there were no changes announced to the S&P 500. Q3 2024 earnings are done and next week will remain a quiet one, with no members releasing earnings last week and no companies left to report. No S&P 500 members will release earnings during the week ended December 31st, 2024. Which company do you think will top the list next week and why? Let us know in the comments below and subscribe to our weekly updates. To find out why Meta and Microsoft were up last week, you should watch this video next.